Hey, welcome back to the channel, Tea Times for Two, Golf Travel for Couples. Hey, I'm Scott, and today we are in Dominican Republic at the LaCana Resort, and we're going to play the LaCana Golf Course, and we're going to rate it, and we're going to answer the question, is LaCana Golf Course overrated? So stay tuned. Okay, those of you new to our channel, we rate every golf course in each resort based on 5 categories. The first category being the layout of the golf course and its playability for all levels of player, whether it be the low handicap player or the high handicap player. The second category is the aesthetics or the beauty of the golf course, its wow factor, if you will. The third category is the course conditions. What kind of shape was the golf course in? From the tee boxes through the greens to the cart paths to even the condition of the clubhouse itself. The fourth category is amenities. What all does the golf course and or the resort, if it's a stay and play resort, what all do they offer? What all do they have besides golf for the non-golfer in your group? And the fifth category is value or bang for your buck, which is probably the most important for those of you out there, for couples out there just like Cheryl and I, wanting to stretch your vacation dollar. All right, so let's get started. Category 1 for layout and playability. We're going to give LaCana Golf Course layout 4 stars. And playability for all levels of players, we're going to give it 2.5 stars. As you can see the scorecard behind me, they have 27 holes at LaCana. They have the Hacienda and Arrecife 9s, which we played, and then they have the Tortuga 9, which they were aerating while we were there. So we got to play the Hacienda and Arrecife, and it went from the front tees, 5,200 yards, a little over 5,200 yards, all the way back to 7,400 yards from the tips. So it was a long one. This again, like the Iberostar Bavaro we played and showed in one of our other videos, this is a PB Dye Designs. Pete Dye's son. Absolutely love Pete and PB Dye Designs. They make you think your way around the golf course. You have to hit different shots, different shape shots. Absolutely love their layouts. Of the 3 9s, the Tortuga probably has a couple more holes maybe on the ocean than what we played. The Arrecife, the last 2 holes are straight on the ocean on the Caribbean, and I guess the 7th green is right there on the ocean as well. So of the 27 holes, they claim that 14 of them are right on the ocean. The Hacienda side that we played winds through a jungle area and some lakes, some small lakes. The Arrecife winds around through that jungle area with 3 finishing holes, like I said, right on the Caribbean Sea. Golf Magazine rated it #1 in the Caribbean at one time. Like Iberostar Bavaro and other PB and Pete Dye Designs, lots of mounding, pot bunkers, railroad tie bulkheads, waste areas that run full length of holes with native grass in them. So really cool, very indicative of a Pete or PB Dye design golf course. In addition, they have a shuttle service that will pick you up at your resort, take you to the golf course, come back and pick you up when your round's over and take you all the way back. So you don't need a rental car when you're going to Punta Cana if you want to play golf. I really enjoyed this layout because, again, I'm a big fan of the Dyes and their courses. Some of my favorite courses that I played around the world. TPC Sawgrass is incredible. Harbor Town, which I think is even better. Maybe the best set of par 3s on one golf course. PB Dyes, Prestwick, and Myrtle Beach. Absolutely loved it. So it didn't disappoint us. I would have liked to have played the Tortuga 9 because I've seen a couple of the holes on it, but it was being aerated. They rotate their summer aeration, their summer maintenance. So it happened to be the one being aerated while we were there. Category 2, aesthetics or the wow factor. We're going to give LaCana Golf Course 4 stars. There are 5 sets of tees on this golf course, but it's quite a bit longer than PB Dye's Iberostar Bavaro golf course that we reviewed before. There's more trouble on the Hacienda and Arrecife 9s than what Bavaro had, so it's tougher for the higher handicap player. The length and a little more trouble, a little more difficult, I think. There's lots of water on both 9s that we played, tons of bunkers, big mounds, so you're getting a lot of uneven lies. So let's look at some of our favorite holes on the 2 9s. starting with Hacienda 9 since we played that first. Number 1, short par 4, dog leg right with water down the right side. Again, a gentle start. I love short par 4s to start out, to ease you into your round before they slap you upside the face. So it's a great starting hole. Number 2, immediately right after that, you're playing a really long par 4 with a waste area down the right and jungle all down your left. So you can't spray it off the tee on this one. You've got to hit driver, and you got to hit a good shot, a good drive. Number 3, another strong par 4, surrounded on both sides by waste areas the entire length of the hole. So you can be 3 feet off the fairway, which are pretty wide fairways, but you get in there and get behind some of that native grass and you've got no shot. So
Nice.
Plays really tough. Number 5, you can see here, it's a long par 3 with a lake down the right, and you got jungle on the left. Really pretty golf hole. A little fountain over there on the right. And then number 6, short, slight dog leg left par 4 that's guarded by water that tempts you to hit, bust a drive down there. But really, you can hit anything in your bag and still have a wedge into the green. The Arrecife 9, number 3, as you can see here, is a short par 3 with an island green out there. It's a really pretty golf hole. Number 7, another long par 4 with a green right up against the Caribbean. We played it. It was dead into the wind. The trade winds coming in off that. So it made it really play long, really a long, tough golf hole. Number 8, running along the Caribbean on the left, as you can see here, par 4, and then the green's protected by big swales, and then you can't miss it left or you're dunking it in the Caribbean Sea. And then number 9, short par 5 that you could reach, but as you can probably see, short of the green, he's got a bulkhead, railroad type bulkhead out here in waste area down the right side and short. So if you go for it in 2, you could get down inside of that and have no shot. So it makes you stop and think and play. That's what I love about Pete Dye and PB Dye course. They make you think from the hole back. You play the hole backwards if you're smart. So good layout, great layout. We enjoyed the layout very much. Category 3, course conditions. We're going to give LaCana 3 stars. We were there the second week in July, and the course was in decent shape, but some of the tee boxes, as you've probably seen on our video here, needed some work. There were some spots in the fairways. But again, it was around their summer maintenance time, so I'm sure it's not like that in the wintertime. We just happened to be there around the maintenance time. Now, while we both enjoyed playing LaCana, and it had water holes, lots of water holes, and 3 holes on the Caribbean, I didn't think the foliage was as pretty as what a Iberostar Bavaro was, and it's slightly a little more to play it. But course conditions, 3 stars. Okay, category 4, amenities. We're going to give LaCana 4 stars. As far as the resort goes, because the resort is beautiful. They got all kinds of different properties. They've got homes that you can rent that are right on the beach, different hotels, different kind of resort areas. It's absolutely gorgeous resort area. But we didn't stay there. We stayed up at the Excellence El Carmen, so I can't rate the resort itself, but it looked beautiful. But for the golf course, we're going to give it 4 stars. Clubhouse was extremely nice with a well-stocked pro shop, had all the merch you could possibly want. Again, we had a shuttle service that was part of your green fees that brought us all the way. It was a good 40 miles from the Excellence El Carmen on the north end of Punta Cana all the way to the resort. The locker room was great. It had showers and all the stuff you need to get cleaned up if you wanted to play right before you went to the airport, which is important. We really enjoy that part of it. For us, even though we didn't take advantage of it this time, it's nice to know if we go back and play there, we can go straight to the airport from the golf course and we'll be good. The restaurant was really nice. In fact, there was a lot of people in there eating while we were there. The practice facilities were impressive. They had double-ended range and had people hitting from both ends. They had practice bunkers, chipping areas, chipping greens. They had a full golf school there that you can take lessons while you're on the island. It was really first class as far as the amenities go. Category 5, value. We're going to give LaCana 2 stars. Again, we booked our tee times. I didn't book through the golf course. I booked through Caribbean Tee Times, and I'll put a link down below. This is what it cost us in July. I don't know what it costs in the wintertime or other times, but from May to October 31st in the morning, it's $165. If you're a resort guest at LaCana, it's only $135, so it might be worth your while if you want to play this one to stay at the resort, which was immaculate. The grounds were just immaculate. Twilight, after 1 o'clock, you can see on the screen, was $115. Not bad at all. And the resort guest, it was $105. So again, not bad after 1 o'clock, especially for the quality of the golf course. Includes the shuttle service all the way from, again, we stayed at Excellence El Carmen, the far north of Punta Cana. It covered all of that. It covered your range balls. It's really close to both Cap Cana. It's kind of in between Cap Cana and Punta Cana, right there in the middle of all of it, right by the airport. Now, why 2 stars then? Well, because at LaCana, they force you to have a caddy. It's mandatory, which, I mean, I'm a golf coach. I don't want or need a caddy. And secondly, that's extra charge on top plus tip for both of us. And the caddy wrote on the back of your card, you didn't even carry your bags. So to me, it was a waste of money. I mean, we play the nicest resorts all over the world, but I don't want to have pay for a caddy if I don't need it. If they're going to carry my bag, that's one thing. But here, he just wrote on the back of the cart. And part of the challenge of golf to me is being able to read greens, look at a yardage book, and plan the hole out from back to front and not having somebody tell you what to hit. So that's part of the challenge to me. So time 165, shoot, I'll pay that for this kind of golf course, for this quality of a golf course. But then when you pay the caddy fee and the tip on top of that, and they're literally right on the back of your cart. So that's why I value 2 stars. All right, we're going to recap and give our overall score. But first, let's share a few thoughts and have Cheryl give her thoughts on LaCana Golf Course in the Dominican. This was the one where they required us to have a caddy, where we had a caddy, but he didn't carry our clubs. Where'd he ride?
He rode in the cart. He rode up on the back.
On the back of the cart. Yeah. So to me, that was kind of added to the cost and making it not as good a value and something that I wouldn't play again because I don't want a caddy. So that was part of the challenge of golf to me. But what did you think? Did you like having a caddy?
Not really. It was fun. He was really nice, and I enjoyed, talking to him and learning about, the area and the course. But from a person who is a higher handicap and a little nervous already, having a caddy to me was just, it's just a little awkward, I like just us playing together, and he was very helpful. I mean, I got more comfortable as the day went on, but sometimes you kind of felt like, what's the word I'm looking for? A little nervous about what you're going to do. Maybe he might tell you to do this or that. He did try to help instruct me a little bit.
Yes, but he's a caddy, not a golf instructor.
Yes. It was.
Which I am.
Which he is. So there were some moments where I thought, okay, I just kind of, I didn't enjoy some of the holes just because of that. So I like it's nice to have the option, but I don't know if you have to have it. Not my favorite thing.
This course was a lot longer than PB Dye's Iberostar Bavaro that we played and we rated in another video. So I thought it made it harder for you. And I thought there was more trouble on this course. There was more of the waste areas and bunkers, and I thought it was more exposed to the wind too.
Yes.
I thought. So what'd you think of the clubhouse and
the clubhouse is beautiful.
Practice area and all that?
That was top notch. Absolutely beautiful. The gift shop was nice. I think we got some, we get some items.
Yeah, we got some items there.
That was beautiful. The layout, the place is gorgeous as far as how it looks. It's well kept, I think.
Well, it's it's a whole gated resort area that's, you leave you come around the Punta Cana airport and all the other resorts, and then you enter the LaCana resort, and it's got, I think, a Marriott and a couple other hotels, and you've got homes that you can rent and stay in, and casitas you can rent and stay in. So the grounds were immaculate.
Yes.
What'd you think of the holes on the ocean?
Those were probably my favorite, but they were all at the end.
Yeah.
The last 3, I think. And they were nice. They were, I liked the very last one that was up right up against.
All three. Well, the last two were right with the Caribbean on the left
I don't think I
side.
did very well. No, but
Well,
that's okay.
It was blowing 15, 20 mile an hour wind right there, right off the ocean on those last 3 holes. So it made a little. We didn't get to play the Tortuga 9, and there, supposedly there's more holes on the ocean than the Tortuga 9, but that's when they were air rating, so we didn't get to play yet, which we would have enjoyed. Overall score, I'd give it 3.5 stars, and most of that's because they forced you to take a caddy, and some of the tee boxes weren't in good shape, and you're coming to what looks like a 5-star resort in there, and you would hope it would be the tee boxes would be in better shape than what they were. Plus, I don't want to have take a caddy. We didn't have to have one at the Iberostar Bavaro, and we had a great day. I mean, we played by ourselves here, and we played quick, but to me, so that's why I'd give it 3.5 stars. What'd you think?
Yeah, I would probably say 3 stars just for that same reason. I just wasn't as comfortable with it. And, I think when I'm not as comfortable, I'm not going to play as well. And it just was just having somebody there that, was just kind of tagging along. But I mean, I'm sure some people love that. So if that's your thing, then that's great. But it wasn't for me.
I've played places where you've had to have caddies. Harbor Town, you had to have a 4 caddy. That's different. And I've played, see, where else did I have to have a caddy? No, in Bandon Dunes, you can have caddies, but you don't have to have them, and because you're walking. At least there, they carry in your bag.
Yeah.
Punta Espada, here's a good example. Dominican, right down the road at Punta Espada, Jack Nicklaus course, which is really expensive, but they force you to take a caddy as well. If you love the caddy experience, then by all means, for $165 for the green fees, you can't beat that. But then remember, you're paying that caddy fee plus tip for each one of you on top of that. All right, so let's answer the question we posed at the beginning. Is LaCana Golf Course in Punta Cana, is it overrated? I don't think it's overrated. I thought it was a really nice golf course. I thought the layout was really good. I didn't think it was as pretty as the Iberostar Bavaro because it was pretty much jungle.
Yeah,
that was really pretty. I mean, you knew you were in the tropics. Not that you don't hear; it's just more open, I thought, than what the other was, because it winds through the resort. You get on the Iberostar Bavaro and you get some of them holes, you're in the middle of the jungle, and that's it. So it kind of reminds you of playing in Mexico. Yeah. So, no, I wouldn't say it's not overrated, but again, I don't think I'd play it again if you're going to force me to take a caddy. If they remove that requirement, absolutely, I would play it again.
And we should say the caddy was...
Oh, he was nice.
He was wonderful. Yeah. So, I mean, nothing on him personally, because their caddies are top-notch, great people. And like I said, that part of it, just getting to have somebody that can tell you about the area, that part was fun. But as far as the value and having to do that,
that's a big turnoff for me.
As always, remember, if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe below so that we can keep providing content to other couples who love to play golf and travel.
Yeah, and be sure and check back next week for the next video in our Caribbean series as we go to the Bahamas and the island of Exuma, and we play the Sandals Emerald Bay Golf Course. And please check out our other series if you've missed them on Bandon Dunes to Cabo San Lucas to Scottsdale and others from around the golfing world. Hopefully we'll see you on the first tee sometime.
Thank you.